Hello everybody and welcome to the third day of September, which is actually nighttime and I'm going to bed. So I did a really late vlog today, mainly because I had to go in earlier than I thought. And I got off not so late, but then when I got home I was just tired and had a lot of editing to do. Enough excuses. Okay, so I'm going to end today with a little bit of retail store etiquette. Yes. So we're going to do 5 etiquette rules when you go into a retail store. And I'm sure there's more like 500 rules, but we're just going to stick with the top 5 of just on the top of my head what I'm going to talk about. Okay. Numero uno, number 1. When you go into a retail store, it is really bad etiquette to keep your earbuds in while you're in the store, because mainly you don't hear people around you. You're too busy listening to music or perhaps a phone call that could most likely wait till you get back outside in your car. But no, you're talking out loud for everyone to hear your conversation, and it's really rude, first of all, because a store employee might greet you and you totally ignore them. Yeah, it's happened to me, so this is all coming from experience. You greet with a very nice, "Hey, how are you?" and no response. So then you're just like, okay, never mind. I just wasted a greeting on that person being rude with their stupid earbuds in their ears the whole time. And they look surprised when they see that someone's talking to them, and they quickly take their earbuds out. I'm like, why? Okay. That's just, Like a friend of mine, he's like, well, I do the earbud thing, but I just keep one in, so at least I can hear what's going on. But that's better than both. At least he's a little bit thoughtful. Gosh, I mean, that's just rude. Okay, so that's one rule. Now here comes number 2. When you are shopping and you're going through the clothing section and you see clothes piled, like stacks of clothes, mainly shirts, or piled up, some jeans, and your size happens to be a medium. In most stores, medium is below the smalls and extra smalls and above the large and extra larges. Therefore, it leaves you in a predicament because it's in the middle of the stack, right? Well, okay. So that means what you should do is grab the medium and pull it out and not care what happens to the stack. You just take your medium and go. Or maybe you don't take it. Maybe you get it out, you look at what size it is, and then just kind of throw it back somewhere. Okay, number 1, that's just really lazy, first of all. When you can easily just pick up the stack on top, grab your shirt and put the stack back, and it leaves it neat at least. Get your shirt and it leaves the stack neat, and you're being thoughtful for someone else who's coming along behind you. Or you could just, practice your skills at sliding it out without moving anything. If you could do that, why not? But the thing is, in most department stores, there's like one person per clothing department, like, kids or women, men, there's like one person. So they straighten that area, they go to another area, and then you mess it up and then come back and have to straighten it again. That's part of the job, yes, but then again, you're just like, the whole time you're straightening them, why couldn't someone just be thoughtful and put the shirt back or put the stack back the way they found it, like you were taught when you were little? At least that's what I was taught. Find things the way you found them. Put things back the way you found them. Okay, so that's another number 2. Number 3, let's do this one because this happens so much. When you're walking around the store and you're holding something for a while, and then all of a sudden you decide you don't want it, so you put it on the shelf. Everyone does it, yeah, but let's think about that. Why do you want to do what everyone else does? Why do you want to be that rude person that leaves, a box of Band-Aids in the grocery section? Because now someone's going to have to find that and put it back, and you're thinking, oh, it gives them something to do. No, they have lots to do in the store, so they don't need something else to have to put up. You hold it in your hand, and you put it back where you got it. How about that? Is that hard? Honestly, is that really that hard? This is what I want to say to people when I see them do that. It's like, just put it back. Just make a little extra trip. It takes like a minute probably to get to the spot again, and just put it back. Lazy people. Lazy people. Especially in this day and age, because you have the whole curbside stuff. You can't come into the store because you're doing curbside. Most people, I guess, are scared or something. I don't know. I really don't get people nowadays. People are going to turn to Wall-E, and they're all going to be fat, super fat, with little floaty chairs that does everything for them, and they're just going to be basically a mindless blob sitting in a floaty chair, having their food brought to them, and having everything done for them, and that's just what what other people are going to turn into. Not me. No, not me. I like doing stuff on my own pretty much all the time. If I do the whole order thing, I feel guilty and lazy when I do it. But, you know. Okay, enough ranting about that. Okay, 2 more. Number 4 is, okay, yeah, I'll do this one. They're not really in any ranking order. I'm just picking stuff. Let's say you're walking around, you get a basket, and you start filling it up with random stuff. A box of cereal, you know, butter, popsicles, an article of clothing, maybe some shoes, medicines, a pot and pan, you know, stuff random, just here and there stuff as you go around the store. And then you realize, here's the scenarios: you left your wallet at home, you don't have the money to pay for it, you get called that you need to leave really quickly, the line's too long, blah blah blah, all kinds of stuff to get you to Winifred, sorry, all kinds of stuff to get you to want to get out of there quickly. So you take your very full basket, Winifred, and you park it in some aisle and you go. What do you think I'm going to say about that? I'm waiting. No. Okay, how about this? I'm not telling you to go put everything back if you're in a rush or you just want to get out of there. You go to an employee and you say, I'm having to leave. I'm sorry I filled this basket up. But, you know, here's a basket full of stuff. That honestly would be so much better than to leave it on some random aisle and just you leave. Because you know what happens? Employees that work there look at a basket that's full like that and they'll think, oh, maybe that person went, you know, down another aisle to go get something else. We don't know that you left it. Because what happens there is whatever cold item you got in there will perish, ice cream will melt, and then it gets left there for someone else to have to come back and put up. And most of the time it gets left there for a while because we don't know if that person's coming back, and if we put stuff back, that person could get mad if they were coming back. So it's like, tell somebody, in future reference, tell somebody you don't want that stuff anymore. Here it is, you can reshop it. I tell you what, that would be so much more polite and etiquette. You know, that gives you good store etiquette right there. I mean, we're not going to be mad that you picked all this stuff that we're having to put back. It's the fact that you leave it for it to spoil and ruin and just sit there all day. Think about that next time, okay? And the last one for tonight about retail store etiquette is, especially in some stores, not all stores are like this, but there are some stores where when you leave, you don't need your basket anymore. The pile of baskets is right there. And you can actually push the basket into the other carts before leaving. It's okay. That's what you can do, actually. No one's going to be mad if you push the basket into the other carts, because it really, that's what you're supposed to do. And when you don't do it, we're all wondering, like, you're right there, why didn't you just push the basket into the other carts rather than having us come behind you and push it the 2 feet that was right there? Do it yourself. My goodness, is it really that hard? It's not hard to push a basket into the other carts. Excuse me, a cart. I mean, a lot of times it's like, I saw the baskets get piled up one time because no one was pushing them in. it was like they kept getting back and blocking their pathway. I'm like, you idiots, push the freaking baskets into the carts. Oh, wow. I need to write a book on how lazy people can be. Alright, guys. Well, hopefully you're not doing any of these things that I just said. Or maybe you were doing them and maybe you'll think twice. Yeah. I better quit griping because I think I'm sleepy, so therefore I'm just like really irritable. And I just think about people and I get irritated. Because there's something behind me. What are you doing? Ouch. Okay. Well, there's my rant for tonight, and that was my vlog for today, so just letting off a little bit of steam. Well, I guess with that said, everybody, I'll see y'all tomorrow. And don't forget the key to store etiquettes.